Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the weekly project meeting. It is December 9th, our second to last meeting of the year. A quick note, we will not be meeting on December 23rd. I'll have the schedule updated for the new year this week. We've got a great set of updates coming to you from across the Mozilla Project. We open with our weekly calendar. This Wednesday, December 11th, we have another installment of the ET Speaker Series, where Janet Vertesi of Princeton University will be presenting Just Opt Out, the hidden trade-offs in personal data ownership. That's again Wednesday, December 11th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, hosted in Mountain View and broadcast on Air Mozilla for NDA'd Mozillians. If you're interested in this talk, and I think you should be, check out the abstract in the wiki and be sure to join us this Wednesday morning. Also on Wednesday, another installment of the Homebrew Website Club. The Homebrew Website Club is a growing worldwide network of meetups for everyone who wants to take back their web experience from social media silos and own their online identities, content, and interactions. We've got Homebrew Website Club coming to you from Germany, the UK, and the USA. Locations and times listed in the wiki. There's also a link for more details and to RSVP. I believe that's it for our weekly calendar. So with that, we move to our speakers. And our first presenter is Andrew, coming to us with the IT Minute. Take it away, Andrew.
For the Weekly Minute Update, where we tell you all the things IT is doing to empower Mozillians in their mission to keep the web a global public resource, open and accessible to all. Just one quick update today, and the topic is Slack. Look out for an email from Trust and Security landing in your inbox very soon with questions on how you use Slack's history feature. Currently, the retention time for Slack messages is 180 days. We'd like to explore reducing that to help better manage the risk in Slack, but we need your help to do it. Take that survey today if you're a Slack user and help us understand how a shorter retention time might impact you. With that, that's the minute. I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Andrew. Be sure to take that survey. They are interested in your input about retention times, and I think all of us have opinions there. Next up, we have me, Asa Dotzler, coming to you with your weekly Firefox update. Firefox 71 is our current stable release. This release shipped last Tuesday and includes picture-in-picture support in Firefox on Windows and CSS subgrid support on Gecko, which is cross-platform. Firefox 72 is in the beta channel. Betas 4, 5, and 6 go out this week, today, Wednesday, and Friday. We're moving to our condensed 4-week schedule, and that means 3 betas a week in the new order. 72 will hit our stable channel on January 7th. Firefox 73 is in the nightly channel. 73 hit stable on February 11th. Over the last week, there have been about 370 bugs fixed, including these notable changes. The URL bar redesign, formerly known as Megabar, has been re-enabled in nightly, and the About Config preference name has changed. So if you have a need to disable that feature, you'll have to look up the new About Config, or I'll come to you next week with an update on what that is. Gecko now has support for CSS3's text underline position. Firefox no longer sets a user agent header for DNS over HTTPS requests, which is a privacy enhancement. The OS compositor has been enabled by default on Windows. Picture-in-picture windows will now resize when the video changes dimensions. And picture-in-picture now has an audio toggle. Finally, uninstall and install has been implemented for Gecko View web extensions. Exciting news coming to Gecko View and hopefully soon to the Phoenix Preview browser. That is the Firefox update for today. Next up, we have Nathan coming to you with the Emerging Technologies update. Nathan?
Great, thank you. So I'll be giving you the updates for this week. So we have 3 updates. The first is that there was a major deep speech release last week. This is version 0.6. This release offers a newer, simplified, pre-trained English model with the highest quality, most feature-packed model that they released. It offers lower latency and lower memory utilization, and also has integration with TensorFlow Lite, which has support for smaller models and faster startup time. This is pretty exciting because it means that you can now run deep speech on, devices from your data center down to a Raspberry Pi, and so that should enable a lot of new use cases and new community projects. Hubs also had a couple of updates last week, so there are two new features. There's this new waypoints feature, which gives scene creators more control over how the users navigate a space. So the idea here is to allow users or scene creators to make it easier to onboard new users who aren't familiar with how to use hubs, giving them simpler methods for using the controls and being able to participate. There's also a whole new set of emojis that are 3D that have expressive particles that come off them. There are people participating in this weekly project call in Hubs right now that maybe are going to use some. We'll see. And also there's the State of the Rust survey for 2019. So the Rust community has launched their annual survey to take a look at how the Rust project's doing and what we should plan for the future. Completing the survey only takes 10 to 15 minutes and is completely anonymous unless you decide to opt in. So people should be encouraged to give their feedback. They're accepting submissions until December 16th, and you can always look at the results from previous year's surveys online right now. Thanks.
Thank you, Nate. Going to refresh the agenda to see if anyone else has come on the speaker section. It doesn't look like it. So with that, we move to the final section of today's meeting where we say hello to some new Mozillians. First up, we have a welcome here in the Mountain View office, if you'd like to come up, Sharmili. And Lisa, take it away.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lisa Gray, and I'm very pleased to introduce to you Sharmili Valenthray. Sharmili is our global space planner, and she is based in Mountain View. Some of you will recognize her name and already know her. She's been with us for some time now as a contingent worker, and I'm very proud to announce that she's joining us as a full-time employee. Sharmili, as I said, will be based in Mountain View, but she'll be impacting all the offices to bring her architectural and design background to helping us enhance our workspaces in positive and creative ways. Welcome, Sharmili. We're glad to have you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Next up, we have an update coming from Chris Lynn. Chris?
Hi, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce Jason Faladin. He's joining us from Amazon, where he was responsible for corporate infrastructure security, M&A, and fulfillment operations. He will be based in Seattle remote area, and he's currently in the Bay Area this week. Feel free to make time to say hi to him and ping him online, and then hook up with him over coffee or something like that. Thank you.
Welcome. And our last introduction comes to us from San Francisco, Abby.
Team WPR. You have seen her around. You've seen probably 1 million of her emails. We are super excited to be bringing on Daniela as a full-time employee on our team. Not only will she be continuing in her role supporting the San Francisco office, but she will be helping us with some WPR global initiatives and projects such as shipping and receiving. And I wrote notes so I wouldn't get off topic because as my team know, I often do. Don't look at me like that, Rob. She'll be working on shipping and receiving, possibly travel, and our X Matters emergency check-in tool, which you guys will all be receiving a drill tomorrow. So keep in mind, keep your phones handy. So we're also excited to see what else she can accomplish on our team. Thank you. Welcome, Daniela.
Going to do a quick refresh of the agenda and see if anything else has come on at the last minute. It doesn't look like it. So with that, we are all wrapped up for the week. Have a great week, everyone. See you this same time, same place next week. And until then, keep on rocking the free web.